GM. It is February 15th, 2025. Take a look at Bitcoin today. See what's going on. On the daily chart here, we are still in our sideways range, stuck between the green boxes. Right in the middle we are. Sideways, sideways, sideways. The bands are bearish. The market structure is bullish and very thin, as we have had longer than a week now. Pretty much going sideways, some wicks up and down. Yesterday, we tried to break structure to the upside. We tried to break above the bands on news that, I believe it was Abu Dhabi, added Bitcoin to its assets, and price just fell back inside of its tight range here, right in here, this range. So first step is to break one way or the other out of this range, whether or not it comes up here, breaks that trend line, these bands flip to bullish. But as of right now, we are still going sideways. Generally, the weekends tend to be lower volatility, so we shall see. I don't know if something's going to happen today or tomorrow. The weekend volume tends to be a lot lower, such as here, right in here. You know, that's just the way it is right here. Saturday, Sunday, again, low volume. Saturday, Sunday, low volume. Saturday, Sunday, low volume. See what happens. Saturday, Sunday, not much goes on. You know what I mean? Saturday, Sunday, pretty much flat. That just repeats over and over and over again. So, I mean, not always, but we shall see. We shall see. Take a look down in the lower time frames. See what we got here. The structure on the 4-hour is bearish. The interim structure, it's bearish because of this big down move we had here, but the interim structure is also bearish until the 4-hour can close above the 98,230 level right here. Then we shall remain bearish on the interim structure. The 4-hour bands have flipped to bullish again. The ribbon is bearish, but this trend line here has broken out to the upside and so far is holding. What is that? And it is holding above it so far. That may be a good place for it to break above, break the interim structure back to bullish again. Then we can finally fight with this nice red trend line right there. We shall see, we shall see, we shall see. As of right now, as you can see, 4-hour is trending down overall, but it's starting to go sideways. The trend is slowing on the 4-hour. That may set up for a run to the highs. I do have an alert set on the 100 period moving average right here on the daily, expecting a low, higher low, expecting a higher low somewhere there. Maybe we get it, maybe we don't. That depends. That's in the, where are we at here? The 93.8 level. So that's, yeah, just if we were to come down and grab liquidity below that, then I would be looking to go long. Till then, we'll see how price action shapes up. All right, so let's go take a look at some Ethereum. Here we go. We have our market structure is bullish. The bands are bearish and wide. We got to break above those. The ribbon is neutral. Trend line, we're held down below it. And the most important level is this 2800 level, as it is obviously a main level. acting as major support and resistance. So we shall see. Bulls have some work to do to get Ethereum going again. On the 4-hour chart, we did break over this line right here, over this interim market structure level. So let's see, I'll add on here because we broke over that. There's our low. There's our high for the 4-hour structure. That's interim though. Right there. And right there. The overall market structure in the 4-hour is bearish because of this we had. But the level to break is the 2743 level on the 4-hour. The ribbon is bearish and wide. Bands have just flipped back to bullish. Generally, after a run like this, I do not expect the bands to go bullish and then to the moon we go. It normally needs to chop back and forth to start building a base in this level. Let the ribbon catch up and start to even out and get narrower again. As of right now, it's pretty wide. I think some more time is needed for Ethereum before it starts to make a run up for this trend line and to reclaim that 2800 level right there. Make that visible on all intervals so we can see it. There's our important 2800 level right there. That is the big level that needs to break and hold before we can make a run back up from Ethereum. Bitcoin here still down. Gonna be down for a while. We're quite a ways away from the bands. I'm not interested in holding Ethereum long term versus Bitcoin. Even on the weekly, the ribbon is bearish. They have a lot of work to do, Ethereum bulls, before it's better to hold that. Look at Solana. Solana is consolidating near the bottom of this range. Its market structure is bullish, but its interim structure is bearish. Bearish ribbons. Still got a bullish bands, but they're starting to converge, getting closer to possibly flipping neutral. We are at the bottom of the range in between these two green boxes here, support and resistance. Generally, that does tend to be a time to snap too long. However, maybe snap is the wrong word. As I was saying, even when after you've had a run down, like here with the bands, they flip bullish for a bit, then they flip bearish, and then they flip bullish a bit. So I don't expect it to finally flip the bands bullish and to the moon we go. And it looks here like some more sideways action is needed, possibly within this range here, to finally flip everything back to a bullish market structure. Timing, talking interim market structure, before we run up some more time. Looks like it's needed on the 4-hour. We do have bullish market structure on the 4-hour. Here's exactly what I was talking about with the bands again. The bands are bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. That's the consolidation beginning that I'm talking about. On the daily, it looks like it needs a little bit longer, but the 4-hour market structure is bullish currently, and the bands are flipping back bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, and we have some bearish bands. As long as this support holds, I do expect more sideways action. Favor some shorter term mean reversion traders in between the slight tight range that we have going to Solana versus Bitcoin sideways range. The weekly bands have finally flipped. Weekly bands do tend to react a lot more strongly than the bullish bands. What I was saying about flipping back and forth, see here on the weekly, that didn't happen. There was no flipping. It did turn bullish and go for a big run. There was no flipping back and forth down here like tends to happen. Things are not set in stone. Things are always probabilities. But the weekly bands are a pretty major signal. Will this roll over? I don't know, but so far we're sideways and we are in a range until we're not. Weekly market structure is bearish. Bands are bearish for Solana. So caution is warranted when owning Solana instead of Bitcoin long term here, I'd say. It may bounce, but back up to the highs, but we may be starting to roll over as well. Look at, I don't know, let's take a look at total market cap here. Total market cap on the daily. Kind of like Bitcoin. Stuck in between the bands, or rather the boxes here. We do have bullish market structure, bearish bands, bearish market structure, bearish bands, and bullish ribbon compared to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's in the middle, totals at the bottom. That's because of the terrible performance of alts. Look at alts here. The alts have lost that lower support level. Trying to find a new level, possibly down in here. Take a look at that. There's our level right there. I'd say that's the new level. So yeah, I don't know what to say other than alts getting slammed like they have been. We're in a full-on altcoin bear market. It's pretty much the Bitcoin show. There is, of course, straight up Ohm. It's in a league of its own. This is not really respecting what the market's doing. It's doing its own thing. There's something that's up with this. I don't know. This looks so suspect to me. It really does. Daily bands bullish, daily ribbon bullish, daily market structure bullish. I don't even need to draw anything on the chart to see this. This is only up and to the right. Some periods of consolidation before we run back up again. So I think this is looking good until it doesn't. I don't know what else to say about that. I mean, congratulations to the longs if you're holding it. But I don't know. Rug pull. I haven't done much to look into this, but I don't know. Something seems up. Suspect. Well, yeah. So other than that, low volatility weekend probably. We'll see. Maybe we have a break from the norm, but some more consolidation seems to be necessary. Got to break the daily market structure here. Back to bullish. Break over this line before we can make a run up to the highs. And of course, as always, 100K is an important level. GM.